Hi, it's Desireeadaway with the Adaway Group here to give you what is essentially the last Wednesday Wisdom of 2010. I hope that whether you celebrated Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or that magical winter solstice, that the past few weeks have been filled with family and fun and joy for all of you. So it's the last nuggets that I will share in this year. And this is my favorite time of the year. I love the new year. I love being able to assess what has happened so far and really, looking at that and then really visioning what my future will hold. So in 2011, I have two words for you: fearless and freedom. Fearless and freedom. And for me to get freedom, I have to be fearless. I have to be fearless in what I go after and how I go after it. So stay with me for a bit as we talk about being bold and being brave and being fearless. So I'm going to read a little something for y'all. What if your vision for yourself was bigger and badder and bolder than anything you've ever heard of? Not necessarily because you want all the glory, but because you're willing to use that power to take on big, complex problems that require a big solution, and you know that you don't get to play small. What if you really began to connect with your community and partner and really have a clear understanding of how you could share your gifts and your creativity to connect? What if you challenged yourself in 2011 to be better than you are today? And what if you looked at the chains that bind us? And trust me, I got a few chains hanging on me, whether they're shame or guilt. But what if you let those chains go? And what if you challenged others to do the same? And what if you stopped all the BS? Was really honest with yourself about who you are in your life, and you let the illusion go. A few weeks ago I read something and it said, heal people, heal other people, which I think is so amazingly powerful. And hurt people, hurt other people. So what if you stopped hurting others? And what if you were a little bit selfish with your life? And what would happen if you were fearless? If you were bold? If you were bold enough to question everything that you thought was true? And what would happen if you made space for your voice, for this new voice within yourself? What if you were fearless? What if you were free? Would you free others? Would you teach others how to be fearless? I bet you would. So my wisdom, my nugget for today is really simple, y'all. Give it your shot. Do it. Fall down and get back up. Because we're afraid of failure. We're afraid to fall down. Because we don't believe in that piece of ourselves and that source that will allow us to get back up. And I'm as guilty as this with anybody else. Ask for help in 2011. Raise your hand up high and say, hey, me, help me. Because in that moment, you are freeing so many people. You're freeing so many people to do the same. So my wisdom for y'all, 2011, be fearless and be free and name yourself and define yourself and give yourself the life that you want and deserve. I wish you joy. I wish you peace. I wish you justice. And know you do not stand alone. And know that you are loved. Happy New Year. Shanti. Shanti. Shanti.